Welcome to the USA, where everyone needs a gimmick. For my franchise killer videos, I'll be using my 14 scale. Let's try this again. Welcome to the USA, where everyone needs a gimmick. Now this has been something that I've faced ridicule for ever since its birth. My 14 scale. What is it? Why is it here? Let's find out. Some people say that I'm stupid and just chose my favorite number to be different and cool while reviewing on YouTube. To those of you who say that, all I have to say is... no. I think it's finally time I let you in on a little secret. Oh, what's that you say? I already made a video about that? Retconned. So just listen to this. What's the most used rating scale? 10 out of 10? Correct. But now I have 14. Let's subtract 4 real quick and just focus on 10. With my scale, the first 10 are split into two sets of 5. They focus on story and style, both having a possibility of 5 points for each. Style focuses on the technical and look of the film. Camera angles, color, basically if it looks good or not. Also if it has some other type of theme, something that makes it stand out from other movies, that also helps in style. While story is just that. How is the plot? Is it interesting? Does it make sense? Both can score out of 5, and it's what I look for the most when watching a movie. Now, where does the last 4 come from? Well, they are 4 bonus, let's say points to get it out of the way. Bonus points that represent the following. Chat, characters, cleverness, and charm. Chat is how natural and well-spoken characters are. Examples, Hateful Eight and Birdman. They'd both get the point. Basically, if the dialogue spoken is good or not. Character is fairly obvious if the characters are interesting or have good development. Again, Hateful Eight and Birdman would get this point. Cleverness is different. I look at this as, did it perhaps not surprise me, but rather beat my expectations? Ouija, Origin of Evil, would get this point. Or maybe the movie did something rather clever. Monster House would also get that point. And last but not least, charm. Charm is the easiest point to score. All you have to do is make me like the movie. I realize there are bad movies out there, and not everything is black and white. You can't just say something is a 7 out of 10 and be done with it. There are some movies out there that I love and others absolutely hate. Some of them I will agree they are bad movies, but I like them. And while reviewing any movie, I have to go over the bad and the good. And when the bad outweigh the good, I sometimes still end up liking the movie. I like Prometheus. I understand it's not a good movie, but I think it has its charm to it. I like Devil. It's kind of stupid, and M. Night Shyamalan isn't the greatest director, but I like that movie as well. Yeah. I like Godzilla 98. Not as a Godzilla movie. Again, it had its charm, and that's the point of the scale. Now let's do some examples on some movies I have already reviewed. Kubo. The story is a perfect 5 out of 5. Style, 5 out of 5. Charm gets a point, chatting doesn't get a point, cleverness gets a point, and characters does not get a point. Go and look at my Kubo review if you actually have some thoughts. Moana. Style, 4 out of 5. Story, 3 out of 5. Charm, yes. Chatting, no. Cleverness, yes. Characters, yes. 10 out of 14. Lone Ranger? Let's just wait for that one. This may seem a bit complicated, and you may be asking why I don't stick to the 10 scale. Well, let me tell you why I don't like the 10 scale. It's too limited. It really is. Ask anyone how they'd rate a movie, and they will be worried to give it too high of a review and end up looking like they know nothing about movies. And they don't want to give it too low of a review, so they settle around 7. Sound familiar? That's where I'd be after seeing a movie. There wasn't ever a surefire way to calculate everything together to find a correct score for myself to use and feel confident with. That's why I came up with this scale. And now that you know how to use it, maybe you'll end up using it yourself. Clear your schedules, gentlemen.